Hi, y'all. I'm becoming more interested in how to go about helping Christians who have expressed earnest interest in ditching the confines of Christianity. And I am not about bulldozing my way into people's spiritual postures to convince them they need to leave their religious spiritual belief systems. However, there are some Christians who have shown that they are indeed interested in finding their ways out of the traps and the bondages of religion, Christianity being one of the main ones. So when those people express such interest, I want to be prepared to give them the guidance that is essential for them to discover their own personal styles, their own unique journeys, and not being about seeking to control how they think or how they perform going forward in their unique journeys. Because Christianity itself is about fear tactics being exercised, mind control, manipulating people, and we're not interested, those of us who are in the mystical arena for real, in attempting to control people's lives. Religions do that already, and they don't want to leave one religion to enter into another. So let us be about helping them in their exoduses from the mire and the muck of being seduced by the rigid practices of religion. So I have decided to offer some of my personal tips as far as starter kits for entering into the mystical zones of freedom, liberation, and fearlessness. I would say a couple of the YouTube channels that I highly recommend, and I've watched some pretty good ones, but these two stand out for me. We have Ashura Star Goddess's YouTube channel. I have gained tremendously from watching her videos. She's a sweetie, and she's easy on the eyes too, y'all. She has several YouTube channels, but I'm talking primarily about the one that's geared in the mystical instructions. So that's Ashura, Ashera, Star, Star, and the word goddess. Look her up on YouTube if you're so inclined for maturity in the witchy realms. And then we have Jasmine, and her YouTube channel is Mystic at the Crossroads. Yes, they're both highly recommended. They have been in the craft for years, and they're not on ego trips. They're not power tripping. They are great at making it known that they lend assistance, but they are not in the postures of wanting to hijack people's signature styles and unique journeys. And also, I recommend a book that was suggested strongly by Ashura Star Goddess, and it's called The Complete Idiot's Guide to Alchemy. That is a great help in having a foundation laid in the journey in places of the mystical avenues and routes, so to speak. And also, I don't believe anyone can be complete in that place, in those places mystically, without having some crystals. Yes, they are essential to the core and the foundation and the essence of who we are magically, people. And someone asked me for some crystal suggestions the other night. And so here's my recommendation for a great starter kit. And of course, there are folks in the craft who will disagree with me and have their own starter kit recommendations, and they can do their videos to indicate that if they're so inclined. But this is my video and my recommendations based on my personal awareness and understanding and realization about how they have impacted my life. The one that I would say first is the clear quartz crystal. Yes, that's pretty much an all-around crystal. It covers lots of ground. They use clear quartz in watches and in clocks and in computers, y'all, among other places. I would also recommend the amethyst, the black tourmaline, the shungite, and also, of course, selenite. Oh, indeed, selenite. And those would be my top ones. And then also included in the top ones would be the rose quartz. So those are good ones to start with, and then you can branch out as your intuition leads you, and as different ones call to you. I would suggest that you visit some of these metaphysical stores and find out what tools are calling to you, crystals included, and you can go online and order some. I do recommend that people also have a collection of a combination of raw crystals and also the tupper ones. They both have their benefits and advantages. And I wear, most days when I am out and about, I have a small crystal in each bra cup. Yes, and typically I have a black tourmaline in my left bra cup and a sort of different ones in my right bra cup. I wear crystals on my fingers and around my neck, and so I'm pretty much strapped with crystals because I cannot emphasize enough that they are essential to a core placement as far as foundationally in the mystical arena. And then, of course, meditation. And some people, they make excuses for why they don't meditate. They don't have time. They don't have energy. Well, you cannot be full and complete in the metaphysical world without meditation in your regular daily rotation. Yes, you can be in the magical arena, but you will not gain the full advantages of being there without a daily practice of meditation. I started out doing about 10 minutes a day, and then I moved up to about a half an hour a day, and now I'm pretty much at an hour a day, and I'm thinking that's going to be my max hour a day. And I do a half an hour when it's dark outside and a half an hour when it's light outside, because we are composed of light and dark matter and light and dark energy. So I divide it up. So those are foundational measures that need to be in place if you want to arrive at a place of maturity and fullness in the magical world. If you just want to hit and miss and be, lax and, hemming and hawing and just a little this, a little that, then okay, you do that. But you will never reach the heights of the most excellent dimensions if you don't have the foundational things in place. And when I meditate, I lay crystals on me. I lay them at my throat, different ones. I have them in my navel area. I have a seashell sometimes on my forehead. I have them pretty much spread up and down my body. As I meditate, I light candles and incense. And those are also, from my viewpoint, foundational things and tools to use. And then you can branch out from there as you feel led and guided by your inner placements in the instructions that you're having downloaded into you as you get into postures of wanting to be eager to learn and to mature and to evolve. Because you can stop at any time, but this lifestyle is about continued education, continued research, continued sharing, continued giving, continued receiving. We're all, in essence, students and teachers. So, and remember, the candles are immensely important because they have the element of fire. And fire is energy. And we can feed off that energy from the fire. And concentrate on learning about astrology, how the planets are aligned, what days you were born on, and how that aligns with the planetary rotations and movements. Those things are core. So, thank y'all for listening, and I hope you get your starter kits and become increasingly serious about the craft of what is mystical. And this stuff is not New Age, people. It was here way before Christianity and the other religions arrived. Before the Bible came about, we had these practices that I've just discussed, for the most part, already in existence. And there's just being that right now there's an increase in the magical steps and measures and methods are being revisited, and they are picking up speed as people are ditching the control and confined religions. So thank y'all for listening. Bye now.